Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is my 33rd video message related to COVID-19. It's May 22nd, 2020, 3:30 p.m. According to official statistics, we have just climbed to 7 cases in the MRC Côté de Gaspé, and we have reached 178 for the whole of Gaspésie-Îles-de-la-Madeleine. Of the 178 cases, there are still 8 deaths and 149 cures, thus a total of about 21 active cases throughout the region. My topics for the day. First, the situation at the CHSLD Monseigneur-Ross. Then the day camps or kids' playgrounds for the summer. Finally, I will return to the issue of permitted or prohibited gatherings. So I spoke this morning to the CEO of the CISSS, who confirmed to me that 1 case of COVID-19 has been identified on an employee at CHSLD Monseigneur-Ross in Gaspé. The employee had no symptoms. They discovered this a part of a provincial process of testing all employees of Quebec's CHSLDs. So far, all other employees of the Monseigneur-Ross who received their results have tested negative, but there are still results to be received in the next hours or days. Residents who potentially had contact with this employee have also been tested. All tests to date are also negative, but some remains to be received. That's to follow. In addition to the usual procedures to reduce the risk of spread, I received assurance from the CEO of CISSS that all procedures have been put in place to minimize contact within the CHSLD and minimize the risk of spread. Of course, the diagnosed employee was removed from the workplace and placed in isolation. It's therefore hoped that this was an isolated case and that no one else would have been infected. We must know that the situation must be difficult for this person, so I ask you to not go on a witch hunt or ostracize this person. No one does it on purpose to catch the virus, so let us stand in solidarity with the victims. The common enemy is the COVID, not the victims. It also reminds me to remind you to always be extremely careful and vigilant, because sometimes people carry the virus without having any symptoms. And yes, it can happen that we have cases in the region of Gaspé. So you cannot be too careful, so follow the guidelines at all times. Another topic for today is the day camps or the children's playground for the summer. Yesterday, Quebec Prime Minister allowed the day camps to open on June 22nd, but following many parameters regarding disinfection standards, social distancing, the number of kids per monitor, etc. In the Grand Gaspé, several voluntary organizations operate the day camps. The municipal team is in contact with these organizations. There can be no guarantee that they will be open, that they will be in measure to open this summer. And for those who will be open, there is no guarantee that they will be able to receive the usual amount of kids while complying with the guidelines. So I ask the public and families to be understanding and forgiving of our organizations and our volunteers who hold these organizations with limited times and means to provide the best possible services in the exceptional circumstances that we are experiencing. With the rules in place, more monitors will be needed than usual. So for this summer, the main competitor of the day camps is the federal subvention for students. So I take this opportunity to send a message to students of working age as instructors. You have the opportunity this summer to have a job in addition to helping to offer a service to families. Day camp organizations need you. Families need you. It's a paid job. And for many, this is an opportunity to give to the next, because many of you have already used the services when you were younger. So to help our organizations, we centralize the registration of monitors at the address loisir, LOISIRS, at ville.gaspé.qc.ca. I'm counting on you. For children's registrations on day camps, the information will soon be followed when organizations will know if they have enough monitors to offer the service. My last topic for today. I get messages about what may or may not be allowed for gathering. So I cannot interpret the rules of public health, but I can remind you of them. So since this morning, only outdoor gatherings with a maximum of 10 people from up to 3 households are allowed, in addition to respecting the 2 meters between the people who do not live in the same house. So there are 4 criteria. 1. Outside. 2. Maximum 10 people. 3. Maximum 3 households. And 4. Minimum of 2 meters between each person who does not live in the same house. So for now, no guests in the house for dinner or to sleep. If you plan to have visit this summer, they cannot sleep at home, unless the rules change between now and then. I don't know. I do not have a crystal ball to guess what will happen in the next week. But for now, nobody cannot sleep at home if they not live in the same house of you. So if you organize outdoor activities, courses, training, barbecues, or other, you must also follow these parameters. Maximum 10 people, maximum 3 households, and everyone at 2 meters. These are the current standards of public health. I'm not making them up, but I think it's important to share them with you and to give you. So the deconfinement continues. Every day there are adjustments. We should have the government tourism plan on the next week. Libraries will also be decided next week, and other things will be clarified. We will continue to adjust. In conclusion, I thank you for continuing to respect the basic rules. So the 2 meters, mask, frequent washing of hands, no hands in the face, etc. It's your civic duty. Everyone has to do their part. It's important. So thank you again to all those who make the essential services, and thank you everybody following the guidelines. It's going to be fine.